Hey, you guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. We had a fabulous members only live tonight. It was beautiful. Thanks for showing up, you guys. Entertainment purposes only. Don't forget this Sunday, every Sunday. You don't need to be a member for this. 1 p.m. Eastern is our Healing Truth Tarot Sunday Live, and that is political and spiritual questions. All right, so I have watched so many of you in the community, and these are only the people that had to go through my payment apps to be helpful. I have watched so many of you step up and help our community members that are in need, our 2 community members that are in need. So if you are, if you could donate $1 to their PayPal account, they are facing homelessness. So if you could do that, send me an email, healingtruthtarot@gmail.com, all one word, all small caps, healingtruthtarot. No underscores, none of that, okay? So, of course, we're going to have to read on this, what's his name, Tyler Robinson fella. A lot of misinformation out there. There are some who are trying to twist it into him being on the blue team. Absolutely not. No. So do watch Adam Mogler and do watch Keith Edwards regarding this person. And everything we say here is alleged and allegedly. Okay? Entertainment purposes only. All right. Flower Child Tarot. Because I really want to know, somebody, I didn't actually get to watch the video, but I did see the title of it, and the title had something to do with, oh, it was a Rosie video. I haven't got to watch that yet. The Rosie video where she's asking in the title, is one of the same people who was doing the hand gestures with the hat. Remember, we talked about that in one of yesterday's videos. We're doing the hand gestures with the hat. Was he also at the, I still think it was a fake. I think it was a fake boom, bang bang for Rump Roast that first time with the ear thing. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it as being real. But that's, we've already gone over that, so we're not going over that again. So let's see, let's get a general sense of what's going on, see if this young man is the culprit. Okay, so I'm going to pull you down. All right, I'm going to try and talk over my son's yelling at his game. I always ask, why? Why? Ugh. You know how I deal with that all day? I turn the turbo fan on. Can't hear a darn thing. It's beautiful. All right, so let's, Spirit Team, talk to us about this gentleman, Tyler. We're just going to call him Tyler. Is Tyler... I'm getting an answer, but I'm going to read the cards anyway. Is Tyler the proper culprit? Yes. Four of Pentacles, okay? So Four of Pentacles is holding a secret, often. Remember, Pentacles in my political readings are about power. But they're not doing a very good job of holding it as a secret. You can't tag the blue team on this one. You just can't. There's pictures of this person wearing Rump Roast shirts and a Rump Roast costume, okay? I mean, jeez. of this regime. Nine of Cups, be careful what you wish for. Because they're trying to, I mean, he's the one. That's a straight out answer. He is the person. Okay, we also need to ask if there was help. But careful what you wish for, right? That's wish granted card. Because you're trying to spin this, and you're trying to, oh, let's bring back the unalive penalty. That, well, we all have different thoughts on that, and in my personal thought, and each to his own. Everyone is welcome to their own opinion. I do not believe in the unalive penalty. It is not another human being's place to take another human being's life. I don't care what the reason is, period, point blank. That's the way I feel about it. But so Spirit Team says that, you know, the regime there is just blowing smoke. Yeah, and by the way, somebody asked me about, well, how come we're seeing him? Oh, he did a press conference. You know, Rumpros did a press conference. These press conferences are not live. Even if they pan over, even if they pan into the audience, whatever AI that they are using or computer-generated BS they're using to pretend that that's him, they can use on the so-called reporters as well. None of this stuff is live. Okay? It just isn't. And that's just the end of it. So 8 of Pentacles, this is skilled, somebody that's skilled. So we all know, I mean, Spirit Team said that he was trained in some way, shape, or form. And they did say military, but I'm not seeing military. I do see military type of training. The boy was around bang bangs his entire life. Ten of Wands. So it's going to be, because people are starting to wake up, it's going to be an uphill battle for the regime to spin this as this person being on the blue team. It's not working for them. I mean, it works. I mean, if it works on some people who are easily swayed, easily like radical, okay? Radical people. I'm going to use the word. People who are radical. And listen, there's radicals on the blue side, just like there's radicals on the red side. Okay? A lot of misinformation from other countries still happening. The bot thing still happening. Bad actors coming in from other countries. It is foreign and it is domestic. It is here as well as there. It's coming from both places. And we have the 8 of Swords. So, you know, this reading was supposed to be about whether he did it or not. And the answer is yes, that he did do it. So I guess the Spirit Team wants to move on with this. Okay, this may be a longer video. And it may be the only one I put out tonight. But this... they're trapping themselves. The regime is trapping themselves. Because the BS is so obvious. Okay, the only people that are believing the rhetoric are the people who are susceptible to the rhetoric. Those are the only people believing it. And it's a very, 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 very small percentage as compared to those that are awake and those that are waking up. Very small percentage. Spirit Team says 4%. They've been saying 4%. Well, what they said actually was that it would get down to about 4% just before the downfall of the regime. I just feel like the crap's going to hit the fan soon. And again, not to spread fear, okay? Consider it a heads up. I'm not saying I don't feel like we're in danger, but the crap's going to hit the fan, okay? Justice, yeah. Yeah, I guess the crap's going to hit the fan. Legal consequences to illegal actions. I'm finding a balance. The moon and the sun. Always darkest before the dawn. Always feels hopeless right before the Calvary comes riding in. We're the Calvary, okay? That's us. Remember, not God, Jesus, the universe. No one's coming to save us. We save us. And we're working on it. Knight of Wands. So that's messages coming through about actions being taken, and also just period about actions being taken. Period, point blank. I mean, knights aren't generally messengers, but I find that a lot with the Knight of Wands. That's about actions being taken and us receiving messages about that. Just to clarify. Then we have the Queen of Wands. So we've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay? Now the Queen of Wands is generally, the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords is generally my Flower Queen card. Okay, but this, okay, thank you, Spirit Team. So they're calling that Lady Justice, actually. I mean, we have the Justice, but it's not necessarily a woman. It's that feminine energy. We haven't talked about that in a very long time, about the rising of the feminine energy to create a balance, not to overpower the masculine energy, but to create a balance. Now, the feminine energy might dominate for a while, but the feminine energy doesn't dominate to dominate. The feminine energy dominates because it's necessary. The masculine energy, and this isn't about men, okay? Let's clear that up right now, you guys, fellas, okay? This isn't about, I mean, the masculine energy has overruled because because that's for power, right? That's the way that is. It's just the way that is. It doesn't make it right or wrong, bad or good. It's just the way it is. We're living in a time where we begin to find a balance between the two, rather than one dominating the other. Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights. They know their BS isn't flying, and now even the media is starting to cover glitches in videos of rump roast. What was that? The Charlie Kirk video, wasn't it? Glitches. Ten of Pentacles. No, I don't care what your eyeballs tell you, you guys. I don't care what your eyeballs see. And I tell myself this, just the way I'm telling you. Shelley, I don't care what you're seeing. How about you need to pay attention to what you're feeling, Shelley? So we have to pay attention to what we're feeling when we're watching this. And again, I understand when we see a video that looks real, our heart sinks into our stomachs. And also a reminder, let's keep practicing to stop with the, well, he did this and he did that, or he's doing this and he's doing that, to they did this and they did that. And he's not included in the they. What's left of the regime? That's the they. The they. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ten of Pentacles. Endings. Pentacles, power. Endings of power. Endings of cyclic power. Queen of Swords, there you go. So we have the queen bringing the truth. That feminine energy pulling that truth out. And the Queen is all about off with your head. Queen does not play. Not the Queen of Swords. The Hermit. Yeah. Well, that's that awakening, that going within. Taking it one step at a time, because we can only see what the lantern lights in front of us. We can't see beyond that. We have to have faith and take one step at a time. Two of Pentacles. There's that, finding that balance again, a balance of power. The yin and yang. The Fool, taking a leap of faith. Having faith. How about if we start by trusting our own instincts, our own gut feelings? So Spirit Team wants me to bring something up. Okay, so we question ourselves. Okay, am I believing that he's gone because I want to believe it, or I'm desperate to believe it, or do I believe he's gone because that's what my gut tells me? That's up to the individual to decide. Listen, if you can't believe he's gone, then you can't believe it. It's okay. It's okay. This isn't a right and wrong here. Right? We feel what we feel. We believe what we believe. But Spirit Team does ask that we remain open-minded to the depth and scope of the deceit. Betrayal. Some of you may not remember when there was a video and Spirit Team talked about, we were talking about whistleblowers, tattletales. And Spirit Team said a young man. They said that right out. A young man would be a whistleblower. And in his way, Taylor is a whistleblower, because he's showing us what hate does. Allegedly. Nine of Pentacles. Reaping what they sow. Okay, here's a question. Let's ask, was someone, was the M of the A of the G of the A helpful to Taylor in this unaliving? Yes. Page of Wands is messages about actions, messages about here, take this action, there, take this action. That guy was making hand signals. I saw it with my own two eyes. We can't sugarcoat it or try it. That's what was happening. Remember, he reminded me of an umpire making hand signals to the pitcher. Eight of Cups, walking away from an existing situation. Now, was this the same person that was at the attempted fake, I don't know, Eight of Wands, information coming in quickly. Okay. We're going to find out sooner than later if this person's going to be going to court. Taylor's going to be going to court. So, Tyler. I'm sorry, Tyler. Why did I say Taylor? Oh, I was watching a show and Somebody was named Taylor. Okay. Yeah, so question, Spirit Team. Was the person who was helping Tyler one of the people who was at the first quote-unquote unalive attempt for rump roast? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Power. Power. Let me ask the pendulum. Let me ask the pendulum, you guys. Oy. Okay, before I even ask, let's ask one question here. Was the unalive attempt, the first unalive attempt of rump roast real? Was that a real unalive attempt? See, no. No. Okay, but we'll still ask, was the person who was making hand signals to Tyler, was he also at the fake unalive attempt? The first fake unalive attempt? Now, I haven't watched Rosie, but my pendulum's saying no. Remember, just because one person says something different than another person's doesn't make either of us wrong. My spirit team might tell me something different than somebody else's because they don't all work on the same timeline. Seven of Swords, that's thievery. This boy felt that he had something taken from him. Was this, did this unaliving plan go further than, let's see how far up it goes. Let's see if we get maybe a court card or something. How far up did this unaliving plan go? Okay, so the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So that would be this Tyler fella, okay? Okay, but how far up did this unaliving plan go in the regime? How far, excuse me, maybe I didn't word it correctly. How far up in the regime did this unaliving attempt go? Pretty far up, Knight of Swords. King, Queen, Knight. Another Knight. Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups. Many, yeah, many. Generally, that's about many choices or confusion, but this is the energy of this is many, more than one or two people in the regime. It was not their idea, not the higher-ups in the regime. It was not their idea, but someone brought the idea to them, and they said, "Oh yeah, do what you want." So they were aware of it. And they were instrumental in it. But it wasn't their originally, it wasn't their idea. Okay. And the tower continues to crumble because of this. Because honestly, how stupid do they think people are? And the Four of Swords. The despair. Despair card. Okay, and this one, she's not lying down on a bed or on a what you call it, a coffin. Okay. But there's 4 swords pointed at her head. They know. They know they've lost their grip. They keep trying to scramble up that pit that they're falling into. They keep trying to scramble up, but they can't. They're not able to scramble up as far as they have. Each time they try to scramble back up, they lose ground instead of gaining it. They are desperately trying to get to the top of that pit and crawl back out again. Okay, what these bad actors, foreign and domestic, don't understand is that after a point, human beings wise up. Because not for nothing, they're doing the same crap over and over, pulling the same stunts over and over and over and over. They're just repeating things. They're just repeating the misinformation. They're just repeating, they're just doing things the way they've always done it. They're not even trying to put any effort into it anymore. Into coming up with a plan. They're just, oh, well, it's working, so we'll just keep doing it. But what they're not seeing is, no, it isn't working. The Tower says it is not working. Not to the extent they want it to. And it works less and less and less. It's like every week more people wake up. I can feel it. All right, you guys. What do you think? Love our flower child deck. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, when Spirit Team told me about the possibility of a rump roast double, body double, being unalived, and then they can like take a deep breath and go, oh yeah, see, now we can tell the truth. They didn't say it was definitely going to happen, but they said it loud and clear. So maybe one more, because I like you guys so much. I just love you guys so much. Maybe one more. We'll ask a few questions with the pendulum. I'm not spelling out any words, but like, where's Space Cadet? And where's this Pritzker versus Rump Roast legal action thing gonna go? Maybe we'll ask those things. I hit something else too, now I forget. Okay, anywho. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, but it'll be a really quick video. Much love, many blessings. See you in the funny papers.